Hello people of the internet, it is the second last week, I believe that means it will be week 17, I believe, yeah, 17 sounds about right in my head, so that's what I'm going with. But anyway, yeah, it's tough to believe we're getting so close to that, and one team in the relegation race is Rainbow Hall, but they started off well at the La Kent Arena, with Joselu scoring to make it 1-0 very early on against Kent's FC. It's a lovely back heel there if you see in the replays, or if you don't actually. But anyway, yeah, it wasn't long then before Tesco Ballybeg hammered home a shot to make it 1-1. So the celebrations from the the away side were very short-lived indeed. And then the away side shocked everyone and went in front again. So Joselu making it a 2-1. Yeah, to be fair to him, he's had a good season, even though Rainbow Hall FC haven't necessarily done the same. But anyway, yeah, so 2-1 up, it was really just a matter of defending, and they got a third goal then. So Emma Norris, this time the scorer. So yeah, things were looking up for Rainbow Hall. Tesco Ballybeg and Jelly Pizza did combine for this goal. So it wasn't all bad for the home side, I mean, obviously as you can see it's still 60 minutes, so there's a lot of the game left to play, and it was the home side who recognised that the most. That's a lovely finish there, you have to say, from Tesco Ballybeg. So yeah, Kents were not out of it by any means yet, but Rainbow Hall were still in the game too, and Jack Ryan on the wing plays in a beautiful pass. And it's off the head of Emma Norris again. Okay, yeah, Emma Norris, now to be fair, might earn a transfer away, assuming things don't go well for Rainbow Hall FC. I mean, they could still. I'll get into that in the last episode, which is next time. So hard to believe we've come so far. But anyway, no time for that. Time for Lar Kent to get a signature goal of the game. That's Tesco Ballybeg. That was Lar Kent, I believe, who played the cross in. But Tesco Ballybeg anyway, with a lovely jumping header, and to be fair to him, I mean, he is an underrated player on the squad. I mean, not a lot of players in the squad get credit, but Tesco Ballybeg is one of those players that deserves credit. So anyway, 4-4 goal fest, and I am pretty pleased. So Century United, who to their credit have pretty much done everything they can to secure themselves and make sure they haven't been relegated. Played against Greenway Rovers, who were a team that never looked in danger of relegation. So yeah, Jack Sparrow got the opening goal of the game after 30 minutes, and after that it was pressure all on the away side, because they want a high seed for the playoffs that are going to happen for the cup. But yeah, so Sean Power was the one who answered, I suppose, those cries. Yeah, so Greenway Rovers really did everything they could, and despite good efforts very late on, it wasn't enough. So 1-1 was the full-time score. Century United and Greenway Rovers. Both teams, I suppose, neither can have any complaints about their position in the league. It's just now a matter of looking forward, maybe using the next game to test out some things. Anyway, so Fire Station looked like a team that were going to. They didn't have a good season basically, and so a win at this point would really boost morale. And they got off to a good start, to be fair to them. Mr. Injuries there with the goal. So it's 1-0 at the yeah, so Kiersey's then had to come forward, and they, to be fair to them, they are pretty good at doing that because of Babongo and Spingy up front. This is Spingy now with a lovely curling effort into the right side of the goal. Yeah, I mean, really just Spingy there proving how good he is. Then it was Fire Station who came forward again, looking for the second goal of the game, and it was a lovely finish from Batshuayi. So Michi Batshuayi there getting a second goal of the game for Fire Station. Not his second, by the way, but yeah, that was Hoogie Bap Spingy's second goal of the game. Nice, just lovely kind of, I suppose, volley, but also, I don't know, I suppose it is a volley technically. But anyway, yeah, this was a real disaster here. I don't know what the Kiersey's defence was doing. They really have a habit of just falling asleep on the job. But yeah, anyway, that allowed Tinky Winky of the Teletubby midfield in to get a goal. So things really not going well. Things really not going well at all for Fire Station. Sorry, things aren't really going well for Jersey United. Fire Station are having things going very well for them until Matango Babongo got a goal there. So Babongo equalising 76 minutes. So that doesn't leave a lot of time for either side to get a goal. There is still time though. I mean, it's not impossible that either side will get a goal. So the Fire Station realised that. They came forward and Batshuayi inside the penalty area fired it past Cormac Kiersey in the Kiersey's United goal, and that was the goal that sealed the deal for Fire Station. A very important goal considering how close they are to relegation, and well, I'm sure all his teammates are recognising that. By the way, they are just piling around him, and yeah, I mean, congrats to Batshuayi. He has bagged himself a very good goal. There, we don't even need to see a replay. So yeah, 4-3 was the final score, as we'll show in just a minute there. But Kiersey's United, I suppose they have had a good season, but it's just been short of a title challenge, so they will look forward to the cup. They will have a high seed, no doubt, and they will hope to do well. But this is the game, alright? This is the game that could decide the league, alright? St. Mary's can potentially they could potentially win the league if they win this game and then they win the game next week. But if Kilmac Thomas win here, St. Mary's could still win, but that would rely on a huge gap in goal difference. Kilmac Thomas, I believe, would have to lose their next game, and they would have to lose massively. They are at home to Kiersey's United, so Kiersey's United could potentially hit a few goals past them, but keeping Patrick Morrissey away from the goal would be a challenge and a half for the Kiersey's defence. So it really, I suppose, comes down to this, where you see the lineups are very much unchanged. You got everyone you would expect to find in the lineup, and they're all present and accounted for. So anyway, yeah, it was it's really, I mean, I suppose this is what the whole season has been building up to, you know. Really what the whole season has been building up to here, and I mean, I really don't have any words for this. We can just only watch and see what happens. So yeah, Patrick Morrissey anyway broke away for the first goal of the game, an absolute thunderbolt, taking Kilmac Thomas one step closer to the league title. And I mean, that was just, if you ever had to pick a goal, I mean, that was it. Patrick Morrissey, I mean, we're going to see in a replay, hopefully, how much work that took, and just how much of everything that, you know, just how much of a complete footballer he is. It just all showed. But okay, we don't actually. But yeah, that was the way it finished at half time. So yeah, John Milan and co. Still with time to regroup and everything. But yeah, it's not over yet. There's still 45 minutes left to play, and both sides recognise that. But it was Kilmac AFC who were coming forward first, playing a bit of a lovely passing football, and then Liam Fennell offloading it to Daniel Fenlon, and Fenlon saw a pass inside the box into Patrick Morrissey, and just that lovely light header past the Mossy Landy in the goal made it 2-0, and that is a huge step for Kilmac Thomas towards the league title. I mean, it's excellent work from them, really. You know, excellent work. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't over at this stage. It wasn't over, but it did leave. Oh yeah, this happened. But it did leave St. Mary's with a mountain to climb. So anyway, Ravadas got a bit bored and decided he was going to try and score a goal. And to be fair to him, he's getting a serious distance. But John Milan then gives it to Bernie Casey. And Bernie Casey from inside this circle, halfway circle, just rolls it home like an absolute screamer. Nothing really anyone could do about that. But yeah, it made it 2-1 anyway to St. Mary's hurling. Giving them hope for the time, I suppose, ahead, which it was like 16 minutes or something they had to score a goal. But yeah, so Paul Allen got booked. But despite that, it wasn't enough. Kilmac Thomas, huge step towards the title. We'll see how it ends next time. I've been around with a plan. Thank you for watching my videos, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, then please like, comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more videos like this. Until next time, guys.